Hello, I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to integrate OBS Studio into Sportscode. So the first thing you need to do is download OBS. So you go to obsproject.com and you just download the Mac OS version. The other thing you need to do is download this free plugin called Scoreboard. So you go to obsproject.com, type in all this other information here. I'm not going to read it out. And then you can download Scoreboard 0.5 for free. And that's all good to go as well. So once you've downloaded those two things, we're going to open OBS. And when you open it for the first time, you're just going to have a black screen and it's just going to look like this. So the first thing you need to do is you need to integrate your video feed. So we come down here to Sources, click Plus, Video Capture Device, OK. And down under this device list, you'll have your Azure or your Blackmagic or your FaceTime. I'm just going to select FaceTime for now, but when you are using your Azure device to capture in live feed, this is where it will show up. So FaceTime and OK. Now I have my camera blacked out right now, but if you were to use FaceTime, this is where your face would show up, or your front-facing camera. If you're using your Azure to stream in video, this is where your live video feed would show up as well. So I've got my video feed. Now I can start placing on top of that my resources in terms of scoreboards. So we've got these nice huddle graphics here. Now I'm going to put on top of my video feed. These are just PNG files, so you can make your own very easily. However, if you just want these huddle ones, just let your implementation person know and we can send these over to you as well. So I'm going to drag and drop this on top of my video feed. I'm going to keep this nice and big just so we can see what I'm going to put on top of it. This is where you're going to put your timer, your team names, and the score as well. From there, we can open up the scoreboard outputs. Now, when you download that scoreboard plugin, it's going to create a folder. I believe it puts it in your downloads initially, but you can drag it anywhere else. And this scoreboard outputs is where it's going to have these text files that we can drag on top of our graphics and change, and also manually change the time and the score and things like that. So we can adjust what's going on in the game while it's occurring. So I'm going to put in the home name. We've got huddle. From here I can change the color. So I'm going to change it to black so I can better see it. I'll put the away name as well, which I've got as DAL for Dallas. Adjust the size, select color, black, OK. I'll show you how to change these soon. I'm going to put in my home goal. I'm going to put in my away goal. And then I'm finally just going to put in a timer. There we go. So I've got my home team, my away team, and my two scores. From there, we open the scoreboard app. Now, if you've moved that scoreboard outputs folder somewhere else other than your downloads folder, you need to go down here to the settings and go select, because you need to be able to find where those scoreboard outputs are coming from. So OBS, there's my scoreboard outputs. So I'm going to click select. Okay. That way when I change these in the scoreboard app, it's actually going to change on OBS. So I can change this to, let's go from where I'm from, Ohio. Press enter, and it's going to change to Ohio on OBS. I can add a score, so 1, 2, 3. It's going to change to 3, 2, it's going to change to 2. When I click the timer, it's going to start counting down. It's going to start counting down on OBS as well. So this is where you can start changing the score and the team names and the timer, and that's what will show up on Sportscode and OBS. So once I've got all that down, I've changed my team names, I've changed my scores, I've changed my timer. I can then go start virtual camera. I can open up Sportscode, open up a capture window, select my source, and as you would select any other source like your Azure or whatever, I'm going to select the OBS virtual camera and then hit start. And now I have my video capture with my graphics put on top. So it's my live capture feed. So then when I change the score on scoreboard, so 2 or start or whatever, it's going to start changing on my live capture feed and hence as well as my Sportscode timeline. So that's how you integrate OBS and scoreboard with Sportscode. If you have any questions, let your implementation person know. Other than that, thank you for watching and have a good day.